with my wife to our midwife, because we go once a month, we go on a visit. Every time we go, it's like they look at me as some kind of monster. Like they always ask her like, has he like, did he do something? Did he like essay you, or is he an abuser? Has he hit you? They always just ask her. They ask me to go away, and they always ask her these really horrible questions, which is like, why are you asking this to her? Like what? It's like they preemptively think that every single man in a like every single man is like a monster. And it's like they have this on a script where they always ask the wife all these things. And that's so weird and unfair. And so there's no support groups for me. They always treat me like a monster. And it's like, it feels like that shouldn't even be legal. It's like, if they're gonna have something like that, then it should be like a couple thing where once a year, if you're married or registered as sambos or something, then once a year you should be called to like the police headquarters, where you get a separate interview each, to where you can talk about if you get abused or anything like that. Like they shouldn't just like go to strictly the wife and be like, oh, is your husband a monster? It's like, and they're like ready to write that down too. They're like ready to write it down and put it like in some hidden registry to pull that up in the future. Like if a woman would say like, yeah, my husband is he doesn't even have to do anything. They can just lie and say like, yeah, my husband is like a monster, and he hits me every day or something. Then they would like write that down in a registry, and like the guy would get shit even if it wouldn't be true. And there's no like, no one asks or questions the guy for anything. That they just don't care about men in general.
The real BP, guys. This is brutal, man. Just check this out. They offer her support groups because she's having a baby. You really going to go down this route? He doesn't even say she shouldn't get support. He's rightfully complaining about getting treated like a predator and nobody caring about him. Big difference. Oh, you're really going down this route? What is this route? But guys, you see, that route is never give up, is straying away from the script he was given. Another comment. So selfish. He went from so likable to just sounding like a born victim who is self-centered. Now it makes me think he wasn't treated that badly because of his looks. Here we go. He was likely exaggerating because he has a victim mentality. Here it comes, guys. The gaslighting. You hear that? Never give up. You were just lying and exaggerating before. You just have a victim mentality. It is funny how they are calling him Never Give Up, exactly what they call us. The moment he dared to bring up an issue, all of a sudden these guys in his comments realized that he was lonely because of his victim mentality, not because of his looks. They figured him out. Like, he wasn't even being unreasonable. It is very normal, very human to be offended and feel some kind of way. Put yourself in his shoes, right? Are you sure this guy didn't assault you? Miss, please think again. Think very hard. Are you sure? Dude, like, what the fuck? Any person would feel some kind of way. And guys, these are all top highest rated comments. I am not cherry picking some rare comment. I am just going through highest rated comments. They are all collectively ganging up on him. If you complain, as a man, you should be buried under a prison. I don't want to say it, but I am say it anyway. We have been proven right once again. Just look at how they are treating one of their own. Only because he was seeking some support. Another one. Just get over with this victim mentality. You found your woman, even expecting a baby. Cut it out, man. Just cut it. Man up. You have won. Are you kidding me? You won. Don't you see that? Don't ruin that. A woman looked at your way. You should be kissing the ground she walks on. He should be worshipping her. Because in their eyes, Never Give Up was supposed to be lonely. Even if they lie and act polite to his face. But make no mistake, guys. This is what they have been thinking all along. They are just showing their true colors now. That is the only difference. Please don't turn into one of these guys. Comedian. Man, I feel for the wife. And we feel for you, Mr. Oofy Doofy. Another one. So you are telling me that a guy who thought he was going to be alone, an alcoholic, got a lovely wife of years, has a child on the way, and is angry and going, the world hates man, because his wife is being prioritized from pregnancy. What a great husband you are. Because he didn't have the perspective before. He does now. He does now. He used to think the world hates man narrative was just manosphere nonsense. Now he got the experience it himself. Before, all he had to worry about was being able to get into a relationship in the first place. Now that he is married, now he knows how the system is rigged against men. And these are good days, by the way. Like, they are not getting divorced or anything. Yet. They are not getting divorced yet. He will experience the real side of that rigged system against men later on, if they get divorced. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. This Oofy Doofy says, I am sorry, but I am so disappointed. I came to check your relationship, and believe me, you have to be grateful of your life. You don't deserve her. Normies are finally showing their true colors, guys. Finally are saying what they have been thinking all this time. Right under him. Oh brother, see? This was the reason he couldn't get anyone before his wife. Absolute victim. Before his channel went viral and landed him e-fame, he couldn't get girls not because he simply didn't have e-fame before, but because he had a victim mentality. This is just comical, man. Reading all these comments. Every single top comment, without any exception, by the way. Without any exception so far. This has been sorted by the top comments. Every high-voted comment is gaslighting him and blasting him. Just because he was asking for support. If you get treated like a predator over and over again, you shouldn't feel offended. Nobody cares about you, you say? Go suffer. Suffer in silence in that quiet corner. Don't be selfish. Don't ever be selfish. Don't have a victim mentality. Go suffer in that quiet corner and blame yourself. That is the script, guys. That is the role they want you to play. I mean, this is a brutal BP. Reading these comments is a BP experience in its own right. His own viewers turned on him. They all act like he committed a crime against humanity only because he had the temerity to voice the reality that system, especially in certain countries, the system is rigged against man. Everybody knows this. But how dare you step out of the script we have given you? You should be grateful that you are even breathing the same air as her.